Do you have enough content to reach your audience in a variety of ways and engage them over a long period of time? Generating content can be exhausting. There's blogs and social media and articles and video reels and tutorials and scripts, and there's all sorts of stuff that you can make. And creating all of that is exhausting, especially if you're recreating the wheel each time. New topic, new interest, new engagement, new hook, and that can just be a lot. But it's the best way to stay in front of your audience. So today we're going to be talking about how to make it easier. Hi, everybody. I'm Monique Carlisle. I am the business optimization coach and automations specialist here at Midas Web. We were out last week. If you missed us, I had lost my voice. And so you had some big things coming up, some workshops and stuff. So I had to save my voice. But I'm glad to be back and sharing a whole bunch of new wonderful things for you that you could put into your business immediately. So every day at 12 noon, I come online and we talk about a business strategy, something that you can do in your business today to scale and grow. We then take that great strategy and we develop it with an AI tool. In our case today, we're going to be using a few tools. And then we take everything we've done and we automate it. We put it into our automation system so it can run on autopilot. Here at Midas Web, we are highly favored with the high-level system. So I love using the high-level system. And so if you have not seen it, you're going to get a sneak peek. If you have questions about it or questions about today's topic or anything at all, join us in our open office hours right after the Zoom. Click the link right after the live. Click the link below and join us there. Get that link, and then you can ask your business questions, AI, questions about high level, even get support for your own high level account. So if you have one and you have a quick question, log in and let's get you rocking and rolling. So without further ado, let's jump in. So today we're talking about specifically taking long form video content and turning it into multiple pieces of content. Now, why do you want to do this? Well, when you do a long form presentation, whether it's a webinar or a stage presentation or anything at all, you want to capture it. Long form is going to be 30 minutes or more. Okay. So you're really looking for 45, 1 hour, hour and a half presentations where you're talking to the camera and you're getting that on record. Now, it's not necessarily need to be a talking head. That's like what I'm doing here, where it's kind of me just talking at the camera. It can be you walking around a stage and pointing and using models and demos and drawing things on whiteboards. So you can do your presentation as you naturally would. That's the key. And then you're going to take that long form content and you're going to turn it into blogs, articles, social media, reels, things like that. Now, the reason to do this is engagement. So you have this great presentation, and within it, you have nuggets of wisdom. You have pieces of amazing knowledge that you want to share out. But who's going to sit through a 45-minute, 1 hour, hour and a half video of you talking? They might later, so further down the funnel, further down the engagement relationship, but they're not going to click and watch an hour immediately, okay? Or at least a very few of them will. So you want to have short, engaging, important pieces of that presentation pulled out, put together, compiled, and so you grab the readers or the audience's attention, and then you can draw them in to get more information from you. You also want to present your information in multiple formats. Some people, a lot of people, are video watchers. They want to see you on stage. They want to watch the video. Others are readers. So they want a blog or an article or something. Other people are infographics. They prefer a diagram or very short and quick key points, 5 tips, things like that. So you want all of those different pieces. And then you also want to engage on different platforms. So I'd highly recommend you master one platform before you move to others. But Facebook is pretty much social content, a little bit of video, but a lot of text, right? Instagram is a lot of a lot of images, a lot of pictures, a lot of graphics, right? Very little, they have the reels, but it's not a lot of video. It's a lot of images. And then you have TikTok, which is a lot of videos, not a lot of text-based content, not long descriptions, longer videos than, say, Instagram's Reels. So you want to have content across the platforms, which means they need to be presented in different ways. So that's what we're doing today. And we're actually going to use Midas Web as an example. So we have, I have an old presentation that I have not yet worked. So we are going to take that presentation on AI, and we're going to use AI to do some fun things with it. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to jump into ChatGPT for some ideas. All right. So let me share my screen. There you go. All right. So I'm in my ChatGPT, and the first thing I'm going to do is give it a role, give it a little bit of background, and then ask for my tasks. Those are the key components for any prompt, okay? And if you want more information about these prompts, this is what our workshops are all about. So I'm going to tell it to act as a digital marketer with, I'm going to say 15 years experience. Creating content in a variety of ways and across multiple platforms to engage the audience and convert prospects. Suggest. I'm going to start with what I have. Some background. I have a 45-minute presentation on AI skills. I don't know exactly which part of the presentation we caught. This was a 3-hour workshop. I have a 45-minute clip that I haven't watched yet, so I really don't know which part of the presentation this particular clip is. So I'm just going to say on AI skills and using AI for business. Please suggest some different spelling, different ways I can use this content for marketing purposes across multiple platforms. Use different styles and modes of content delivery. Be creative and just say it, be creative. All right. And let's see what it comes up with. Let's see what it suggests. Okay, so here we go. Blog or LinkedIn articles. So we could do a blog series. We could take this 45-minute video and we could break it down into 4 or 5 nuggets and then have articles that link to each other. That's awesome. A LinkedIn long form, and then we've got social media. It suggests infographics, carousel post. Perfect. All right, so it's giving me a lot of really good information. Ooh, turning it into a lead magnet. A 5-email drip campaign. Wonderful. Okay, so we're going to read through this. We're going to decide which ones we want. And I'm going to show you some of the tools that we're going to use to create this. Okay. Now, we're not diving deep into ChatGPT today. We could take all of these suggestions and develop them deeper and fuller and have more conversations. But I want to show you some new tools today. So we're going to jump into the first tool, and it's called Opus Clips. I'll drag this over for you. So you may have heard of Opus Clips. So what it does is it takes long form video content and cuts it into clips. Now this usually takes a minute, so I hope we'll have time and it'll finish. But you upload your video. So I chose a 240p, just a really basic, so I want to do it fast. And then this is the original video. And I'm just going to get clips. All right. Get better results for 3 minutes model. Okay, I'm on the freemium, so it's not going to let me do a whole lot. And okay, here it goes. So, oh, I really didn't want it to do this one. Okay, so it has two modes. I didn't realize I was choosing this one. Clip anything is where you can type in a suggestion on how you want it clipped. Like they say, like if you upload a basketball game, you could put clip all the slam dunks or things like that, so you can tell it to clip. Or maybe you went to the zoo and you want to clip all of the penguins or those kinds of things. So it says it's going to take 28 minutes. Let me see if I can pause this. Go ahead and delete this project. I want to start this one. Okay, so that one's 10 minutes. All right, this is the one we want to watch. All right, so it's processing. All right, so what I'm going to do is I want to delete this project. Okay, maybe it's in the queue to delete. Okay, so moving on. So I'm going to let this kind of run for 10 minutes, and we should still be online. So we'll come back in just a moment. The next one I want to show you is called TurboScribe. TurboScribe is a scribe. It takes your, I think I have this email updated with it. Okay, so what we can do is we can upload a audio and then have it describe it or get words from it. So I haven't used this one in a couple of weeks. Let me see, how do I do another one? I don't want to export it. I want to import. All right, so transcribe files. So we're going to upload an MP3, MP4, M4A, all of those things. So we're going to actually go ahead and upload this presentation. Nope, that was not the right one. So the 45-minute presentation we just did on Opus Clips. I'm going to go ahead and transcribe here, if it'll let me. I don't know if there's a time limit on this. All right, so now TurboScribe is working on the audio, pulling the words. And I have found that this does a really great job of matching the words accurately. So what we do is now we can take this transcription and we can feed it back into ChatGPT in order to create the content that we just identified as needing to be created. Okay. So this is really quick, almost done. Let's see, what's the other tool? So we're going to have the video clips. We're going to have the script, the script. Let's see what else ChatGPT wanted from us. Oh, infographics. That's where you can use like Canva. And I'll show you a couple of things that you can do with that real quick. Graphics here on AI benefits. All right. So in that case, I'm going to want to use Canva and do something like bulk create. So that's an AI driven tool. It's not Canva's AI tool suite. They call that the Magic. And they recently rebranded and changed a bunch of stuff. So I'm still getting used to it, to be honest. But let's go back home. Okay, so we want to just create, let's just say an Instagram post. And we'll just do, that's a 4:5 ratio. Let's just do a square. And you might have seen some Canva automations earlier. All right, so let's just choose, no, that's not, I don't want a video. All right, why are all these videos? How can I turn off videos? Sorry, they changed their entire interface, so I apologize for my delay. Everything's new. All right, well, let's just create a blank one. None of those make me happy. All right, hard today. All right, so you can choose a template that you like. And okay, there we go. All right, so we're gonna keep it easy. So we're just gonna pretend like this is. Actually, I want this to be 1. I don't want this to be 2. Okay, perfect. So do that one. All right, so what we've done is we've created a template. Now you're going to choose one that's prettier and branded and all that stuff. Put your design elements, and we're going to use something called bulk create. If you wanted to use the AI tools, I believe they are. Where did they move them to? All right, so here's Magic Write. So I can tell it to write new things in this. So I wonder if this is a prompt. I haven't used. Okay, so this is almost a prompt generator. So kind of tell it what you want it to say, and then it'll elaborate it. Now, this is not good for what we're doing, but we can just add it in if we wanted to. And now we have the text. And from there, I know this is a little bit of a tangent. From there, we can take this and we can do more manipulation, tell it to expand, make it shorter, rewrite it in a different tone or style. So we can do other kind of fun stuff with it to manipulate the words. As you may have seen when I clicked over here, you can create images. So if I wanted to create a AI, let's see, AI assistant helping a business owner, let's just see what it comes up with. And then it looks like you've got something called, they just added this, Magic Media. I'll have to play in it. We'll do a whole Canva thing later. All right. Okay, so I kind of like this one. Although she doesn't look super AI, this one's kind of cool too. So you can see I can just add it in. So now I've got a background in from a background photo for AI in business. I'm going to delete this because I don't want it. And I'm going to say this is going to be our business AI tip. Okay. So AI in business tip. That's going to be way too big. So let's go ahead and take that down. It's important to adjust your sizes because when you do bulk create, it'll assume the size that you have given it. So let's see. Make a couple of other changes. Let's make this a single line size. All right. So moving on. Bulk create is down here. So what we would do is we would click bulk create, and then we're going to enter our data. So you're going to create an Excel sheet with this data. And let's just say that this is AI tip 1, and then tip 2. And I'm not going through creating these right now because that's not what we're here for. All right. So when you're done with that, to bulk create, you have to align the data you just gave it to the piece that it's replacing. So if I right click, I'm going to click connect data. And now I'm going to connect it to that first field, which we called name. And then I'm going to click continue over here, and I'm going to generate. And it's going to create me a new post, a new creation, because if I did something funny, or it say that this was too big and it took up too much space, or it wasn't centered enough. So here's tip 1, here's tip 3, here's that fake email that I threw in there. So you can see how you can quickly create all of this. Now, you don't have to type it in manually. Use ChatGPT as I'm going to show you right now. All right, we should be almost done. All right, so far I've showed you 3 tools. Canva Bulk Create, that's a pretty easy one. Turbo Scribe, Okay, it's working. So its status is preparing. And let's back cut over Opus Clips and let's see what it came up with. Remember, this is an AI tool, so human oversight is required. All right, here we go. So here we have a 22-second clip. All right, I'm not a fan of that one. It was kind of scattered, so definitely won't use that one. So let's see this one. We did not finish our space, evidently. So this was obviously at the beginning of our video. We are still testing everything out. All right. So as you can see, it just pulls out little pieces. You got to read over it. You got to look. Let's see. We find one that's good. Okay. So that's a pretty good one, as you can see. And we've got subtitles. We've got all of this. So now I've got this reel that I can use on my social medias. I can use it in my advertising, all sorts of fun stuff. So you can do a lot with this. And there's other tools for video editing as well. All right. Let's go back. It's 69% done here. And we are just about out of time. But what we would do is we would take the script, let's just say it's this one, and we can feed it. So we can download the PDF, we can download the text. Let's go ahead and download the PDF. And with ChatGPT, you can upload your file. So I'll upload the PDF that I just did. And I'm going to tell ChatGPT